check my email and I decide to answer later. Another cup of coffee and I drag myself to work. My life is grounded in a firm routine of coffee, sleep, and work. I am not boring, I just stick to what I know.
Hi you guys! So, it's Rochelle again from Rochelle's Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make a cheesy broccoli and rice casserole that I invented actually before I was vegan, and it was a really big hit with my family and my friends, and they all really liked it. And then when I became vegan, one day I was sitting around and I was like, you know, I really miss that casserole. I really miss it. So I experimented a little bit and I made it again, and it turned out even better than it was when it wasn't vegan, which is pretty awesome. So this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need about, this is kind of a big recipe, by the way. So you're gonna need about 4 cups of rice. I put it in this bowl. You're gonna need about 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened plant milk. This isn't a mug, I ran out of cups. And I'm using flax milk, which I have never tried until today, and I'm having a little bit of it right now, and let me tell you, it is good stuff. I like it just as much as almond milk, maybe even slightly better. And it's crazy. It's like creamy, and it only has 25 calories per cup. What? That is so weird. I don't know. I'm always being shocked by vegan food. Anyway, okay. You're also going to need 1 cup of vegan cheese, shredded vegan cheese. I'm using a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella. You can just use cheddar if you want, but I think it turns out really good with a mixture of both of them. And you're going to need a little bit more to sprinkle on the top before you put it in the oven. Okay. You're also going to need some broccoli, some salt and pepper, and half a block of tofu crumbled up. Smash, smash. Okay, so preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and I'll show you how to mix up the casserole. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, now that I have everything mixed up, I put it in a casserole dish, and this is a pretty big casserole dish. I'm bad at measurements, but it's probably like, I don't know, 12 by something, I don't know. I'll try and put a more accurate measurement in the description with the recipe. So make sure also that you stirred it enough before you put it in, and if you needed to add more milk to make it creamier, then use your discretion, because you want to make sure that it's moist so it turns out nice and creamy and really good. I'll show you the texture when it's done. It's quite nice actually. And now I'm just going to take some extra cheddar vegan cheese, and I'm going to sprinkle that on the top, just kind of cover it. the cheese. And I don't know what kind of brands of like dairy-free cheese you guys have in like the UK or whatever, but here my favorite brand in the US is Daya. Yeah, and it's quite tasty. It melts really well and it stretches really well. It's awesome. But of course I am just buying time as I cover this thing in cheese. Okie dokie. So once you have it pretty much covered in cheese, like so, you can cover it in paprika. And you don't have to use paprika, but I like to cover it in a little paprika. I think it makes it prettier and it gives it kind of a nice flavor, you know, makes it good. Sorry, you can't see my head there. Okay. Put this back. And I've also made this casserole where I put chopped pistachio nuts on top, and it actually turns out really good that way. So if you like pistachios and you can eat nuts, I recommend that you try putting pistachios on it because it's really tasty. Okay, so I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil, pop it in the oven, and I'll take it out in about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll take off the covering and let it melt the cheese a little more for 5 more minutes, and then it'll be done. Okay, I'll see you guys then. Okay, so I took it out of the oven, and it is awesome, and the cheese is all melted. Like I said, it was 10 to 15 minutes in the oven with the aluminum foil on, and then about 5 to 6 minutes with it without it, so that the cheese can get nice and awesome. And yeah, so I cut a little slice of it. Give you a nice little visual here. Yeah. See the cheesy goodness. Vegan miracles. Okay, let's try some of this. Okay, get a hunk of broccoli here. Yes. You can really see like the cheesiness and the broccoliness and the riciness. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, yeah, you guys should try it. Make it for dinner or something. And as always, I will put the recipe in the description below. Let me know if you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!